Hey everybody. So, as you might guess, Holy Week in Jerusalem is a very exciting time. And so today I made a video covering the Palm Sunday. And here you can see a picture of the new gate. It's an entrance to the old city. And you'll notice the Crusader crosses, the large palm leaves, and the picture depicting Christ's descent from the Mount of Olives. And that's really indicative of the spirit of Palm Sunday here. It's very decorative, it's very festive, there's loud music playing, and it's really a lot of fun. And so now from the old city, we're going to transport to a place known as the Church of Bethphage. And it's a long walk from the new gate we just showed, but it's well worth it. And so it's right at the top of the Mount of Olives. And the Church of Bethphage is a Franciscan church. It was built over a stone, said to be that used by Christ to mount his donkey before beginning his descent down the Mount of Olives to enter the city. And the current church was completed in 1883, and it sits on top of the same site as a 12th century Crusader chapel, which in turn was built on top of a Byzantine chapel. And so you can see here the interior, and there's a depiction of Christ descending. And I had a picture of the stone as well, but it didn't turn out well. It was very blurry. So unfortunately, I decided not to include it because you can't really see. But this is the courtyard of the Church of Bethphage, and you can see there's so many people there. In the back corner, you can see the church leaders who were beginning the event, organizing the event, and preparing us to descend down the mountain. And then I'm going to cut to some video, and I hope you enjoy. So you'll notice all the Palestinian flags, and it's because a lot of the Christians in Israel are Arab Christians. And so the idea of Palestinian independence and Christianity sometimes get conflated. And here I found a nice place to sit overlooking the parade. And I'm sorry about my finger. It shows up a couple times throughout the video. But you can hear a lot of the different types of music. So I'm trying not to talk too much during the video sections, and that's going to be most of the video. And then I'll come back and give you some information about St. Anne's. So you really get a sense of the different types of Christians that were here, and especially through the different styles of music and some of the different styles of dress. But it was a really neat event. It was a really diverse event, and I had a great time. And later I'll join in on the march, but you'll get to see most of the parade from this view. And the gaps in the video are there because there were actually gaps in the parade. It was kind of staggered.
How long have y'all been camped here?
Like 10 minutes.
Okay.
We had to walk down, and then we saw them coming up. It's like, oh, well, let's go to the
Right.
spot to watch it.
Yeah, we were right in the heart of it when they were organizing which groups would come first.
Bit of any, like,
Right.
hustle bustle.
It's interesting,
Venceu e ao final eu fiquei seduzido. É difícil para viver sem saudade. Te amarei, Senhor. Te amarei, Senhor. Só encontro a paz e a alegria bem perto de ti. Te amarei, Senhor. Te amarei, Senhor. Eu só encontro a paz e a alegria bem perto de ti. Oh Jesus, não me deixes jamais caminhar solitário, pois conheces a minha fraqueza e o meu coração.
So, the end of the procession, you have a group of seminarians followed by the important church officials. And I'm not entirely sure who they were, but they definitely seem to be the organizers of the event back at Bethphage.
This should be the end of it.
You must be someone important.
Yeah, I think those three are bishops.
Yeah. Good on you. You know, you worked hard in your life. Let's go somewhere.
So I did eventually rejoin the parade.
I'm so sorry.
And so I'll try to give you a sense of what it was like to march in the procession. And I hope it's interesting for you. And so you can see I started to just take pictures because I was running out of video and I wanted to save some definitely for the end. But we proceeded down the mountain, and it's a 1.18 mile trek from Bethphage to St. Anne's. And we got there in a little over, I think it was over 2.5 hours that it took. So I did a little bit of the math, and it came out to about 0.7 or 0.47 miles per hour, so a pretty slow pace.
Jesus! 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 Jesus!
And the Indian group that was behind me was very enthusiastic, and so they started the Jesus chant, and so I thought I'd capture that for you. That's us passing the Church of All Nations. And then when you finally arrive, you enter through the Lion's Gate. It's one of the entrances to the old city, and St. Anne's is not far from there. And St. Anne's is a church, and it was completed in 1138. It's a Roman Catholic church, and it's the site originally where there was a pagan shrine during the Roman period, and it was later replaced by a Byzantine church. And on the ruins of that church, St. Anne's was constructed. And so St. Anne's is unique because when Saladin took Jerusalem, it was one of the few Crusader churches which survived. And Saladin converted it into a Muslim college. And so it survived throughout the period. And today, the church belongs to the French government. And that's because After the Crimean War, the Ottoman Sultan presented the church to Napoleon III as a symbol of his gratitude for support during the conflict. And so we entered the courtyard, and the courtyard at St. Anne's was a lot larger than that of Bethphage, and it was full of people by the time I got there because I was sort of near the back of the procession. And I thought the music was interesting, so I'll let you listen to that. It's very catchy, but it took me by surprise.
Spiritus Sanctus. Happy Holy Week to all.
And I don't know how many of you could see that, but what he was blessing us with was an ornate cross. And on the interior, I believe there's a glass vessel which houses some shards of wood, or splinters of wood, which are said to derive from the cross of Christ. And so he blessed us with that. There was a short sermon by two of the church leaders, one in English and one in Arabic, and then they dismissed us. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a sense of what it was like to march in this procession. It was a lot of fun, and I hope to upload more content soon. All right, bye-bye.